The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
Anthony Robinson, a man who has spent more than a decade behind bars for a murder, was free on Monday after he was acquitted by medical examiners that proved that he was physically impossible for him to be the shooter. At the hearing on Monday, attorneys for Anthony Robinson said that medical records was never presented in court at Cook County Jail. It was never presented in the court, and the Cook County Judge James Obish, the same judge who convicted Robinson at a bench trial in 2014, didn't see this evidence. In later 2012, Robinson was shot multiple times in the leg, the foot, endured multiple painful surgeries, and also a long recovery that left him unable to walk without crutches. In January of 2013, just weeks after his surgery and still needing crutches to walk, he was identified by police as a gunman who sprinted after Calvin Jimson in front of Washington Park homes, gunned down Jimison down. Robinson, 31, was released on Monday from Statesville Correctional Center after serving 11 years for the slaying. At trial, a friend who had been walking with Jameson, who was shot, recanted his identity of Robinson as the shooter. And two other witnesses said that Robinson had a shoulder-length dress and did not look like the short-haired man that pretty much did it. So pretty much the witnesses recanted their statement. They told the truth. They said that it wasn't BA, he wasn't the shooter. And also, the main key evidence was medical records. Do the math. If this guy just got shot a few weeks prior to that and had to have major surgeries and need crunchers to walk, how can 2 weeks later he run down a man? Now, don't get me wrong. These young dudes do be bouncing back from some shots. But I don't see you in no 2 weeks from needing crunchers and having major surgeries and getting shot in the leg and all those places in your body and then being able to fully sprint and hawk somebody down. I just don't see that possible. But this guy had a name in Chicago, and we all seen just in the years to come, definitely since drill got popular, and it's not just Chicago. When you got a name in the streets and you on the police radar, stuff like this happens, man. This is what they call thirsty to get you off the streets, But at the end of the day, he had to serve 11 years to get found not guilty. But, by the grace of God, that man was welcome home on Monday. Like I say, this is one of Durk homies, Bezu, King Von. He's a well-respected member. He served the last 11 years in prison, and he kept it solid. But this is the part of the streets that people don't talk about. This is what the kids need to see. Y'all want to be off the porch. Y'all want to be shooters. Y'all want to be sliders. Y'all want to be steppers. This is some of the stuff you're going to have to endure. He had to keep it solid and not say nothing, no matter if he did it or didn't, is because that's part of the street code. That's what he signed up for. It sounds crazy, but that's what comes with the streets, to where you will have to serve 11 years on a case that you didn't do because you got to keep it solid and keep your name clean in the streets. You get what I'm saying? So for the kids out there, the streets ain't worth it. There's no loyalty. It's no future in the streets no more. They backstabbing people for pipes, for jewelry, for the smallest of things ever, But that man had to keep it solid, man. Imagine what he really wanted to say. He couldn't, because he THF. He part of the war. This is what comes with it, kids. You know how many innocent people in jail because they had to keep it real because they live by a certain street code? This is what comes with it. When they say no rat and no telling, that is serious. This innocent man spent 11 years in prison. Probably couldn't, if he got kids, his kids, they ain't seen him for 11 years. Mamas, relatives, he done lost family members, all of that for THF. But that's what comes with the streets. Now, just imagine if they didn't have the technology and the resources to medically show evidence that he didn't do it. That man would be doing 55 years in jail, and he would have kept it solid to the streets. 11 out of 55, he got 44 more years to go. He 31 years old right now, so add 44 more years onto that. He'd have been 75 years old when he would have got out. For THF, I hope it was worth it, my brother. But like I said, the grace of God, they have medical records, key witnesses that said that he was the shooter, recanted their statement, and he was able to walk out of there, as a free man. He got a second chance at life, He ain't got to do the same stuff that he was doing before. His man's is getting 500,000 a show. You get what I'm saying? He ain't got a TH Lil Law rapping, Bezu rapping. He ain't got to do the same stuff that he was doing no more. But I'm going to pretty much give it a rundown one more time. Pretty much in 2000, make sure I read it word for word because I don't want to, say anything wrong. But yeah, in 2012, Robinson was shot multiple times in the leg, the foot, and endured several painful surgeries and was able to walk without crutches. Several weeks later, he was identified as the shooter of Calvin Jimerson in front of Washington Park. And like they say, man, they say that medical examiners was able to prove that he was unable physically to run and hawk somebody down. And also the person that they said that the person that did the shooting had a full-length haircut. This guy has dreads long as ever. So, he was able to beat it, man, but he had to endure 11 years to do it. I'm going to say this one more time. For the kids out there, man, the streets is not where you want to be. Use this brother as an example, man, that when you sign up for them games and stuff, a lot of times, man, you just don't know what you're signing up for. This man did 11 years for a crime that he didn't commit, and he had to keep it solid because of his name and what he rep and where he come from, certain rules when you in the streets, man, is just a no-no. And he took it on the chin, That's why he gets so much love and so much praise from all the guys, because he took 55 years for a crime that he didn't commit and he didn't tell, man. A lot of people would tell for 16 months or 3 months. This guy took 55 years, man, and didn't say nothing. But welcome home.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?